welcome to this week's Confident Club Cuppa.
Hey up.
Right, Steve, we've been talking about your wonderful book.
Yes.
And we're already on step 5.
Okay.
I'll just remind you what the heading is.
Yeah.
It says, don't spend any time in the future. And there's a great quote to avoid which says, never let your memories be greater than your dreams. Wow, wow, wow.
Okay.
So I'm just going to read a very short paragraph out
Go on
to
then.
you. Most folks accept without question that they are victims of circumstances, not creators of circumstances. And so should you if you want to be a duck-up. I mean, what's the point of thinking of the future when it's largely a matter of luck? Successful people, on the other hand, are visionaries. They don't believe in luck. They are in the driving seat of their own life and aren't content to be a passenger. They put themselves at cause, not effect. A big statement, Steve.
Indeed. I'm going to the aspects of this from memory in a lot more detail in other steps in the book, Curly, right?
Yeah.
But by way of a thing, years ago, when I first started, even before the Confident Club, and the genesis, there's a fancy word, for that book,
Yeah.
we were running workshops, right? Started to run one-day workshops, and me and my mate Tom Marie, we went, well, we don't want to do it in a hotel, because it'd be boring, right? And also, because we're going to be talking about what that chapter's really talking about, which is vision, could we do other forms of transport, like a journey you're going on, right? And we've found this wonderful canal boat, or narrow boat you might call it, right, in Leeds.
Yes.
So we hired that, and we took that out for years and years and years. And just about every time the delegates came, and it was quite exciting if you imagine going a day out on the canal boat, right? Oh, this is like a workshop, yeah. And people would get on the boat, and as they're clambering on, just mind the stairs, they'd always say to us, 9 out of 10 of them would say, where's this, is it going to sail? And I'd go, yeah, and they'd go, where's it going to?
And what did you say?
I said, I've no idea. Right? And they go, ah. And then a bit later, I'd say,
Yeah.
actually, it's a place called Thwaites Mills, right? So the point about that step is there are loads of people on this canal boat called their life, and they've no idea where it's going, right? So they won't really have any means to steer. I mean, you're a sailor, aren't you?
I am a sailor.
Have you ever been rudderless?
Fortunately not.
No.
I've been engineless, but not
We were
rudderless.
just talking about this series that's on at the minute, right, called
The Terror.
Terror, and they get frozen in ice, and I think at one point they lose the rudder and they have to go or they get
I
frozen
know.
with ice. So the point is, if you don't have this thing called vision and values, which we've already talked about in another cuppa, and purpose, which we've talked about, and some way of measuring your progress, you won't know. If you were to take that canal boat, I mean, it's bad enough on a canal. At least you've got something to guide you.
Virtually straight line, yeah.
But put it out in the open sea, and most people, it's like right now, particularly, their canal boats out bobbing
Yeah.
around on open sea, right? And they might be looking, it might drift up in some safe harbour, or it might end up on the rocks, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you need this big engine on your boat called vision, which is where I would say that is, what does success look like, sound like, feel like 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now?
I know we're going to talk about that as well,
Yeah,
aren't we?
so that's point number 1. So we all
Yeah.
know, we need a boat on our engine, right? That'd be
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So why don't people
It
think...
means an engine on his boat.
I
but
do.
We know what he means.
Yeah, or either way. No, maybe a big engine. Anyway, you know what
Go
I
on.
mean. But the point is, so we all know that. We
Yeah.
all know we should be thinking about the future. But particularly right now, why aren't people doing it? It's got to be the question.
It's easy to blame circumstances.
Yeah, cause and effect, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm at the effect of everything.
Yeah,
Everything affects me. So whether that's coronavirus or the weather, or other people or circumstances, outside stimulus affects how I think, and I can't control any of that, right? Whereas what happy, successful people do go, control the controllables. There's things that I can't control, but I can decide whether I have a smile on my face, for example, can't I?
Yeah.
Right? And I can decide how can I plan. Okay, the future might be uncertain, but that don't mean you can't do no, right? It's a good mate of ours, Gavin Ingham, right? And he's done so many crazy stuff in the last 12 months. It's doing even my
Hi,
head in.
Gavin, yes.
Hello, Gavin. And I'm not even doing it. And I'm right behind him, because it's like, just if you're gonna just do something,
Yeah,
anything.
go.
And if
Yeah.
that don't work, do something else. But
Yeah.
in simple terms, have a plan, right? Have a
And
plan.
if plan A doesn't work, have plan B, or in Gavin's
Yeah.
case, plan Z.
And another couple go into more detail, and then you need to kind of clearly, the other thought with this is, and we might talk about this in more detail in another couple, it's like everything's created to us. So once you get that plan, you've got to see it. So you've got to see Thwaites Mills in your mind. Here's the final exciting thing though about that
go on
canal
then.
boat, right? Well,
What is
so they go, where's it going? I go, don't know. And we set off sailing, and then when I was talking about vision, I go, actually, I knew exactly where it was going, a place called Thwaites Mills, right? But here's the thing: sometimes, you know, it's cliche, but the fun is the journey, not the destination.
Yes.
And even when you set a vision, it's already 24 hours out of the day after, innit, right? And what's great is once you start sailing, sometimes some amazing other destinations. You've been sailing again. I think some of my best sailing trips is you set off to go somewhere, don't you? And then the wind drops, whatever.
Yeah, and you have to go somewhere else.
Everything else, and it turns out a better place. So when you come, if you've ever been on Leeds Liverpool Canal, when you come out of where Granary Wharf is and all that, and you come out, it's not Granary Wharf, is it?
It is Granary Wharf.
It is Granary Wharf.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come out of Granary Wharf, and it's only when you get a bit further out that the canal opens up two ways. But you wouldn't get to see that view if you haven't started sailing.
In the first place, yes.
And on that note, that's what I was saying, you know, start sailing, but have a sense of where you're going.
Yeah, wonderful. Thanks, Steve.
I'll see you.
Bye.